only a few days away now from Fortnite's biggest ever live event. And guess what? I bet you didn't know that it's already started. You've got to see this. But with Fortnite OG finally here, that means a new battle pass. To win one from me, it's as easy as dropping a like on the video and commenting your epic ID down below. And as always, remember to pop in code MMCS in the Fortnite Item Shop. At the end of last season, Dr. Sloan sent us and Jonesy back in time to rewrite history after she ended up stealing Kato Thorne's time machine, and now we're here, back in Fortnite OG. Each week, we're going to use the time machine to skip forward a season from chapter 1 to gather everything that we need to change the past and to create a ripple that will alter us a new future. That means changing previous live events and hopefully saving the 7. But it's going to be hard because each week there's going to be a mini event we're going to have to face and to change the outcome of, building up to the huge live event at the end of Fortnite OG. For the first stage, the time machine is currently on the island over here at Pleasant Park, and it looks like it's just landed in. So, as you can see, we got the lorry here. What is this guy doing? Go on, shoo. As you can see, we got the time machine here, and we've also got this lorry. Now, this lorry is going to be... What is this guy doing? This lorry is going to be transporting the time machine across the island to its final destination over the next couple of weeks, and eventually arriving at Dusty Divot, where the rocket will be built, and the time machine's going to be strapped to the front of it. We'll get to that a bit later. But next to the time machine, Dr. Sloan has left us an important message, and she says, Jones, Sloan here, do the job, Jones. It has to be done. Quickly, you may not have noticed this, but inside this lorry, carrying the time machine around, is actually a mini rocket, which I assume Dr. Sloan has put there for Jones to keep him focused on the plan. And it's also a little Easter egg as to what's to come. Now on to the second stage of mini live events, which will take place on November the 9th, as Kevin the Cube will be spawning back in on the island. He isn't here right now, but it's not going to be long, because all the cactuses have already been zapped by the lightning already, meaning he's on his way. If you don't remember, 5 years ago, one by one, each one of these cactus plants got zapped to create room for then Kevin the Cube to spawn on the island. But things are a little bit different this time. We won't actually see Kevin the Cube spawn into the Fortnite island on top of this hill like we did all of them years ago. And he's not going to be travelling and rolling around the island to get to Loot Lake. But in the files, it does look like Epic were working on Kevin the Cube rolling around and melting into Loot Lake. It just looks like they couldn't perfect it in time and were having problems with it. So, instead, Jones will be time travelling us a season forward, so Kevin, when he arrives on the 9th, will actually just spawn underneath the Loot Lake Island already with the sinkhole underneath. Yep, this is leaked footage I managed to get early, and I've got footage of all the other live event stages too that you've got to see. So, no seeing the cube melt into Loot Lake or anything like that. Next week, he'll just spawn under the island, which is a bit of a letdown. Wait, I just heard... Okay, there is people here. We've got a battle on our hands. Oh, he's weak. Okay, there's 2 of them and 1 of me. I'm hitting my shots. No! I've got 9 bullets left. Come on, peek, peek, peek. Please fall down the cliff or something. Come on, hit your shots. Yes, there we go. 1's down. Let's push. There he is. Got him. Let's go. I'll be taking that and that too. Lovely. But while all of this is going on, the time machine would have started its journey already from Pleasant Park on the back of the trailer. And you'll find it next to Loot Lake just like this. What's strange is that there's 2 seats and an umbrella just chilling next to it. Almost like Jones is keeping it safe with us. Yeah, I'm here in game right now and obviously it's not in game yet. But when it finally does move here, a crane will now appear at Dusty Divot too. I wonder what this is for. And this is where things crank up a notch and start to get crazy. We're now moving on to stage 3, which will happen on the 16th of November. Jones again has used the time machine to travel us forward in time again to another season. But this time, the 0 point is underneath Loot Lake that was originally inside the vault, and it's starting to rise to the surface of the island. As you can see, there is now a glow at the bottom of the whirlpool as the 0 point is being dragged up from from the vault. This must be all part of Sloan and Jones's big plan to rewrite history. And while this is happening, at the same stage, the time machine has now found its way just outside the Dusty Divot Diner, obviously on the back of the trailer, getting closer and closer to where it needs to be for the final stage, and the rocket has now been constructed here, ready for the time machine. At this stage, the ice biome has now arrived to the island because we're now in a combo of Season 7 and Season 8. So, with no Polar Peak, that means no prisoner, which means the volcano won't arrive, which means Tilted Towers won't get destroyed. That's why there's going to be a firework display happening soon to celebrate it still standing. And with no Devourer at Polar Peak, that means the 0 point isn't under threat of being ripped out from the vault. That's how we've evaded all danger so far and changed the storyline by using this time machine. But before we talk about stage 4 and the final phase, I hear gunshots over here. Let's go sort them out. Oh, we got some minis. They should be just down in Dusty Divot, I think. Let's go. Oh, that wasn't meant to happen. Okay, round 2. People are still down here. We're hitting some big shots. Come on. Oh, we got one down. There's quite a few people here. They're all fighting. Where's this person? Oh, they're destroyed. Yo, we just wiped him out. Wait, I still think there's someone round here, though. Yeah, where is he? Oh, I think he gave up. Right, now that we're safe, on to the final stage. And it's now the 23rd of November, and the final stage is here before the big live event. And it's all going down at Loot Lake. The 0 point has now been fully exposed in the center, and the dark energy of the cube is flowing around it. As seen by this leaked gameplay I managed to get early. Yeah, in-game it still looks like this right now. It seems like Jones has used the cube to extract the 0 point from the vault. It's all part of the big plan. So, where is the time machine now? Well, it's still over at Dusty Divot, but has now been strapped to the front of the rocket. What's this about? During this final stage, a countdown timer is going to appear above the rocket just here, meaning it's nearly time for the live event. Inside this facility at Dusty Divot is going to be full of the Seven's tech from back in Season X, like computers, special graphs, and a load of other tech. And something else has now appeared on the island too. The meteor is stuck in the sky, frozen in time. Again, right now as I'm recording this, obviously it's not here. But this is leaked footage I'm showing you of what's going to be happening. Like before, you'll be able to get on top of this meteor and play and fight up there. It's really cool. Low gravity is still a thing, and on closer inspection too, you can see the visitors pod still in there, which means the 7 are back. Obviously, because we've gone back in time, they haven't yet been taken away by the chrome. So, the time machine is now strapped to the front of the rocket, and the cube is extracting the power of the 0 point. What's gonna happen in this live event? Fortnite called it their Big Bang over on Twitter, and leakers have found out that we're going to be going into another black hole again. But this is not going to be like the same event that we had in Season X 5 years ago. We still have the meteor and the rocket, but this time there's a time machine strapped to the front of the rocket. Kevin the Cube is on the island, and so is the 0 point. Whatever is going to happen is going to reboot the Fortnite storyline in this huge live event.